Hello! Welcome to our Monday night race here on our free enterprise channel. Today we have ourselves some bracket flags for the Adamant Cup that is starting up relatively soon. And we have Blue Cat, Loach, Rex Banner, X Pancraz, and Rybon here to showcase these flags. I'm Professor Surrender, and joining me is NG Dave. How are you doing?
I'm doing great tonight. Looking forward to see our bracket flags in action, and we have 4 fantastic runners showing them off.
Yeah, so last week we showed off the group stage flags, and these bracket flags it's a slightly different tweak, a slight little tweak. We still have 7 objectives to clear out. We need all of them to get a crystal. However, in where we had Cecil and Fusoya off on restrictions, they're not going to show up anywhere in this seed. And even once we get into the brackets, they're not going to show up ever. So that'll be interesting. On top of that, from what was originally we had T Wildish for the brackets. Sorry, the group stage. T Pro is now on and is now at a max tier of 6. Another thing that's on these flags is, while we still have S standard as normal, it's now sell quarter. So you have to be very careful with what you spend. Otherwise, you will pay pretty badly. And also, not to mention too, if you're trying to find items, they won't sell as much as it normally would if you were playing without quarter.
Agreed. With the lower treasure tiers and sell quarter, we still have all the shiny tier 5 items that you can buy. You're just going to have to ration a little bit better to get them.
Yes, and we also have disabled G back row. So back row glitch is patched. So party composition is key. And just to round things out as well, we do also have basic kit rather than the better kit that we had originally. And to replace that, we do also have a Smith ult turned on.
Right, Smith ult is on because otherwise Coco would just be smithing you a fancy dart. So instead, Smith ult means you get a random tier 7 or 8 item. While you could still get the Zonk and hit a crystal sword, which I guess still sells for 8 sirens. Not terribly useful for the party otherwise.
No, but yeah, this will be very key because the bracket stage will still have a lot of these flags in particular. We get underway with a Eddie and a Sid, with Antlion being on the bargain spot.
And just a Boreas to start things off, so no key item. I presume our runners will be heading to check the free key item at Bedward because we have no boss hunts, not even demist for this tournament.
Yeah, so this will be interesting as we start off our journey. So it looks like Pancraz wanted to head over to Evelyn. That's always a comfortable start if you want to just to get some high tier items here just right from the gate.
We have a lot of divergence immediately. Pancraz and Rex Banner both looting out Evelyn right away. Pancraz hitting a monster immediately, which is always nice. Rybon checking Bedward, and Blue Cat Loach is off to Watery Pass. Oh, it's Miss Cave. I apologize.
Yeah, since when was Watery Pass full of mist?
It turned into a hot spring. All the water turned to steam. Maybe
that's probably a better explanation than I could have possibly set it up for.
Bedward giving us the Luca key after I apparently can't tell my caves apart.
Okay. Well, as we're waiting for the population, the items to be populated here for the objectives, it is required. That is a required thing. I just saw from the earlier on, just from the breakdown.
And we see Pancraz finding some good things in Evelyn. That was a ribbon that he picked up.
Yeah. We also saw from also at the emblem there was also a glass helmet. And Rex gonna get his look at key. So, as we're just watching these two play out, what are you more excited about with these flags in particular? How does these all play out? How do they all play out once they get into the brackets?
I'm excited about T Pro. I'm more a fan of trying to make do with what you got rather than having all the power thrown at you. It makes for a more interesting experience, in my opinion at least. How about you?
I do like I think what's more interesting to me is the removal of Fusoya and Cecil. It just, as we've seen from like earlier on during the as we saw from the bracket stage, or not brackets, the group stage flags. There's a lot of times where Cecil and Fusoya just at that point in there's a couple of times where Cecil and Fusoya just isn't worth it sometimes when you have a party that's already locked in all the way.
That's very true, and it goes that sort of, I agree with that too. That goes along with the make do with what you got, because an early Cecil or Fusoya will just dominate the seed.
Yeah, I mean, with Cecil and Fusoya are considered pretty much like an S tier character to find, and this is one of the things you want to see if you weren't restricted on any character. As we see,
Pancras finds Yang on Mount Hobbs playing with his dolls.
Yeah, that is a vanilla Yang, but not a vanilla boss. This will be an easy one though, because we do have our J Adams to take care of the Calbrinas.
But without Cecil Fu and with the gear tier lowered, the monk may get more play here.
Yeah, I do feel like there's a lot of options for Yang. If once Cecil, but when you take off Cecil and Fusoya, another good character to see later on is Edge. Like Edge is a good character when you find him, if it's early. Once you get him enough equipment, he just dominate all the way and just pretty much act as like a makeshift Cecil.
And double Masa Edge does some serious work. And Blue Cat Loach finding a Zeus Gauntlet. That's going to help.
Yeah, you love to see a Zeus Gauntlet this early on in the game.
Yeah, if Blue Cat found the Ogre Axe that's been sitting around for Sid, that Ogre Axe Zeus Gauntlet Sid will pretty much clear the overworld on his own.
Yeah, and we already see from X Pancras a Sparkle. It is the D Lunar, so it's a good spot for them. Like you've taken out a Sparkle already, so it on a really easy, like a low HP boss area, there's no dealers messing with us today as we get a hook.
And chat calling out there was a Cat Claw also in the Watery Pass, so Blue Cat's Yang is going to be very happy.
Yeah, with that early Yang on top of the Cat Claw, once you get that double Cat Claw, that is pretty much your as far as weapons are concerned, you're good to go. Blue Cat gonna go look at the Sand Ruby. It is an edge.
That doesn't mean that's the only edge in the seed. Because there are 2 missing characters, we do have 3 dupes floating around.
Yeah, this will be interesting too. Knowing that you have there's 2 characters out of the pool, and those with that additional dupe slot. If we find like another edge, that might just be I don't know. It might come up with some interesting play. I don't know.
I mean, if I find, say, ninja swords, If I find enough ninja swords, I would gladly take 2 edges.
Oh yeah, but like having 4 ninja swords on a shop or somewhere, that helps. But if you double up on your edges, it's going to be a little bit difficult to chat. It will be difficult to gear up, as one of our chat members is pointing out.
Right, especially with Cell Quarter, 4 ninja blades is kind of expensive. That's 264,000 GP.
Yeah, that's why we said it earlier. You have to be a little bit more deliberate with what you what you buy, because you can't just like buy them willy-nilly, only for them just to try to make a some profit at the end. You actually end up losing money if you just buy something you didn't want to buy.
And as Charlock Butler is calling it, you can use long blades too. That would only be 44,000 to gear out a pair of edges.
So Rex and Blue Cat Loach are both fighting the D-Lunars. Yeah, probably looking probably happy about seeing them, considering D-Lunars can be in the wrong position, can be quite a trouble.
I would like to call out Pancraz's parking job with the hovercraft, putting it in the water next to Troya.
So yeah, we're seeing Cave Evelyn, although not necessary to go all with the Giant of Babel. If there's no other options, we don't find the magma key early on, our hook has to be the only way we can get around.
Pancraz looks like he's hitting the shops. We'll probably at least check the character and what boss awaits.
Yeah, I did catch that there is sirens on the item for Cave Evelyn.
Sirens, life potions, hourglass 2s. That shop is stacked.
Yeah, that is a very good item shop.
Possum, Pancraz didn't buy 30, but he just picked another one up. Does that help?
So Pancraz going to go ahead and use those hourglasses that he had bought for the sake of stopping these Stalemen.
But they are weak to ice, so this Braze will do some work. And heads up play by Pancraz, starting the party off in the back row so they don't get punched to death before you start the fight.
Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier, G back row is turned off, so you have to be specific on how you manage your party. And everyone except for Rybon currently is out down in Cave Evelyn.
Rybon has decided to continue searching the overworld, hoping for a magma key to skip this hook route.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good to go through the hook routes just to get into the underground. You really want to see a magma key early on. So we're going to see the full defense from Rybon. Ooh, Leviathan summon. So that would be nice if we find Iridia.
Yes, with max tier 6 turned on, it's the best you're finding outside of a trap chest.
And we do find a free fight in the form of Queen Evelyn.
Yeah, Evelyn is invading Fabul this time.
Honestly, you probably would like to see Queen Evelyn on a later game spot, so that way you get rid of you take care of a fight that's pretty much free. It's that's just my opinion.
Agreed. You don't like seeing free fights at early spots.
So there is a Tella on a potentially vanilla Rubicante.
That's not a terrible fight. Just I don't think this party's winning it yet.
No, I see it as Pancraz Blue Cat Loach and Rex Spanner all just going there to check the character and not going further into upper battle.
And this makes sense. Maybe there was an edge there. Maybe that might be what they were thinking. Although the teller there is nice because it's coming with exit, so he just leaves you right out.
Yeah, a convenient check, if I want to be honest. So,
and Blue Cat Loach showing us why those stalemate can be dangerous. The entire party got put to sleep.
Yeah, that's not a really nice thing to see. So Blue Cat's gonna go ahead and try again. And here comes Pancraz going through up to Mount Ordeal, so that Tella can get all his spells and video. GMP is not turned on, so you won't be seeing that from the.
And unfortunately, outside of a Soma drop, the rocks are not happening.
Yeah, if you find a Soma drop, you're putting on Tella so you can get Medio and somehow live. I don't know why. That's just how it works with Soma drops.
Pancraz also doing a little memeing here. Going up ordeals, looked like he was using the turbo feature to rapidly cycle through characters. Turbo buttons are now allowed, and that is a fantastic use of them.
Yeah, taking advantage of the new something you don't normally see with a lot of these games. And while we were talking about spots like that you probably didn't want to see early on, this is something you definitely want to see early on a DKC here on the first Skarmogoyon fight.
Yeah, the first fight on Ordeals has very low physical attack, among the lowest in the game, so those waves are... He is not Pain Man here, he is simply Tickle Man.
Yeah, that is a free fight I've ever seen on myself.
Charlotte Butler, the full item was a black belt.
This one decidedly River content the back attack.
Now we know that it's elements on the hook route.
Yeah. Which is that good or bad?
You'll have the ability to bounce fire 3, so you could speed the fight up a little bit.
So we're gonna just
honestly, I think it's better that it's elements. That spot's not terribly punchy as it is.
Okay, yeah. So that's fine. So down goes Ricante from the back attack on the second Skarmogoyon fight. And we'll go ahead and get what you would think is Paladin Cecil, but since Paladin Cecil is not even a thing, Cecil's not even a thing to begin with, we're just here to get Tella's mad spells. And also a Kian, possibly.
Blue Cat Loach has decided, rather than take this on immediately, to hit some Evelyn traps, and that is a Darkness Crystal, so this might be required.
Yeah, might be required.
Oh, it is. Ribbon Room's effective.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good catch. So, you're not gonna fade ordeals anytime soon. And we did see briefly Kaipo guards from the DKC spot. Another free fight you really don't want to see early on, since it's like it has the lowest HP in the entire game. Well, roughly the lowest HP in the entire game. I think the lowest is the Dark Imps, right? Or is that?
Guards have 400. Dark Imps have 600. Okay. I think Demus is 400 and some change.
Okay. I wanted just to make sure my facts were straight.
Yeah. Rex Banner going to take on Baron for the second time. Get a kid. Bigan at this first spot, which is not terrible.
No, I mean, this is not the worst thing you want to see, honestly. And looks like for Rybon's side, he's wanting to intentionally. I think he had to knock down Eddie here, or that he got, or maybe he got glared or something. I don't know.
And that ballot Baron in 2.
Just decidedly not the best.
This fight will be easier for Pancraz having powered up Teller already.
Yeah, that's always a good thing to keep in mind. Is if you have gotten to that point, if you've gotten up to Ordeal, which you have to because Darkness Crystals here, you will have as you mentioned, a much easier fight ahead of you.
I believe Valvalis here has no magic evade or magic defense.
So yeah, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and see Valvalis here from Pancraz.
Also, no regular evade, or Sid wouldn't have hit that hard.
Meanwhile, Blue Cat Loach is going through and clearing on the entirety of Evelyn. I did see from one of the trap chests there was an X-Cal, although...
And a life staff.
Yeah, and a life staff. Well, nice if Sasso was here. All it really serves is a dart.
Still a very strong dart.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad dart. It's far from it.
The Baron in gives a character and a character.
Cute. And we don't have missed the burn down for that. So if that was an objective, that would be neat for Pancraz. Also, especially for, I guess, more so for Rex Banner, because he has not went up to Ordeal yet, and that'll be one of his freer objectives that he can do as a
Rex
freer.
Through the fight, getting the Palom plus an optional character check. I don't think we're going to see many of our runners take that.
I don't see a reason to actually go for the package.
Rybon. Yep. To the moon.
Yep, going to go ahead and just raise that Looter Whale over at Basidia. And Pancraz going back to Evelyn to get some, to pretty much indulge himself in the in that really good item shops from the cave.
While we were looking at boss fights and checks, Blue Cat Loach finished off the last trap in Evelyn and found a crystal sword.
Now, would that sell better if a crystal sword or no? Because considering Porter.
Oh, Rex is taking the package and finds a rose and looks like he's going to take the superior white mage.
Yeah. Well, I don't see everyone else getting this. Rex Banner considering his situation. Perfectly, it's safe to assume that she's want to pick that up.
Hopefully, Rex Banner doesn't ditch the Teller right away, so he'll be prompted to go up Ordeals.
In the meantime, Pancraz has also raised his Lunar Whale, and that's just going to opt to go to the moon right away.
I did see Pancraz pick up 4 more Sirens and 4 more Hourglasses. Could we be seeing some Gold Dragons in Pancraz's future?
It wouldn't. I'd see it. Like, knowing Pancraz, Pancraz, I definitely see like him just going for that King Ryu grind.
we have a Tella with weak.
Yeah. Considering you have to go up ordeals to even get up over to the moon, it makes sense to do it. There is a cane over on the Visoya character spot.
Have we seen any good weapons for Mr. Patently Average other than an Ogre Axe? Ogre Axe is good enough, it seems.
Alright, looks like he's just gonna go ahead and do those moon checks. Or that or King Ryu. That also is another pot. That's something you brought up.
Yeah, I saw the 4 Siren 4 Hourglass pickup with a Tella with weak. That screams Gold Dragons.
Yeah, picking up that cane, he opts to sub out Eddie for it. Makes sense considering Kane is a good character for damage. He has access to White Spear. He's got access to Defense Sword.
Rex Banner, the only one in his party to have the Rosa.
Yeah.
Fortunately for him, he kept the Tella, so we'll likely be heading up ordeals to get the Darkness.
And yet, you called it. This is going to be a King Ryu grind.
This does two things for Pancrase. With a single life glitch, this will give 90,000 XP to the entire party and 69,000 gold.
Yeah, with that money, with the money that you get off of King Ryu's, like that is a good investment for you. Just like this is basically your best bet if you want to get a lot of money in the game.
So shoutouts to Yang missing that punch from the back row.
And here is actually while we're missing it too, Blue Cat Loach is gonna go ahead and get his Darkness Crystal. And yeah, look at the levels as we are starting out this grind. Whew.
Grind early with this party. Yang loves levels.
Oh, I just noticed that Pancrase has a Bahamut summon. Where did we get that?
I think it came from one of the traps. I think it came from the Staleman trap.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, chat's Charlotte Butler's has confirmed that it was from the Staleman chest. Ooh, okay. This will be if Riddick were to show up anytime soon, like I don't even know if it is considering the grind. I don't know if you go for it. If you get Iridia here, I don't know.
Pancrase is showing off a little bit, getting a double life glitch.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I can't even do it. I think I did a life double for a D machine grind, but not on King Ryu. So then again, I think it was on the. Go ahead.
I say Blue Cat Loach now has his Darkness Crystal. Will likely be following at least checking the moon.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Like the moon is definitely looking like the juicier play, and it definitely is. If you were there to watch the Prospectus stream, it seemed you would know that it's more likely than not moon maybe is required. Not just by objectives, but also like in terms of needing a key item that's necessary for it. Pancrase is going to head over to the Hummingways to take a look at that item shop. Coffins and 4 rages.
Got a bunch of money from those gold dragons. Got to spend it somewhere.
Oh yeah. Like you definitely have to spend it like here, over on the Hummingways, just get some coffins, take care of some easy fights, probably also some trap tests too, maybe. And Blue Cat Loach has raised his lunar whale. And are we gonna? So of course, Pancras going to head back over to that Cave of Evelyn spot. Oh, is he planning on just maybe heading off of that hook route after those King Ryu grinds?
Yeah, it looks like that was just 2 King Ryus to get a bunch of XP to blow up the hook route and everything underground. It looks like Rex Banner and Rybon are both going to be clearing out Evelyn. They're going to find that castle's full of jokes tonight.
Yeah, that is a smart play from Pancras. Again, knowing him, knowing how he is played. Those King Ryu, like whenever he gets a chance to do a King Ryu grind, especially with considering the flags that he'll go for it. So while we are waiting around here, we're basically just pretty much going over the same checks except for Pancras, obviously. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are we nearing the end of signups for Adamant Cup?
I believe signups end the 4th, so 4 days from now.
Yeah, so if you are still on the fence and want to join the Adamant Cup, we would love to see you compete. Scholar Kitty, our restreamer, had just put out the information necessary for the Adamant Cup. It's going to start on March 5th. And as Scholar Kitty's pointing out, sign up by Friday midnight Pacific, which would be 3 a.m. for me. So here comes King Queen Evelyn spot for Pancras. It is a sparkle.
This could be dangerous. Could be Ogopogo.
Ooh. This. Here comes. And cutting down that cutting half of that HP down. So, yeah, Ogopogo, that's a thing.
This spot is very punchy. Fortunately, only has 6,000 HP, so it's kind of a glass cannon.
Yeah, and then it goes down fast, and we will be fighting those elements soon.
And yeah, a Paladin with level 3 spells is going to make short work of it.
Yeah, just the fact that we started with the King Ryu grind from Pancras linking into the hook route. Just going to go get through this really quick.
Blue Cat Loach getting through Baron Inn, getting his package, and we'll see if he decides he wants the Rosa.
Blue Cat Loach says yes. Possibly. Who knows?
Says he wants to see.
He sees it, yeah, but chooses not to. Yeah, and just like that, there goes elements over on Pancras' side. As you mentioned, having those that tier 3 elemental spells, like they just go down really quick.
Yeah, that short grind on the moon already paying off huge.
Yeah, in cases where you think a hook route is necessary, you just gotta go with your gut and just commit to something like this. And yes. Just like that, Pancras is gonna be rewarded handsomely for this.
That shows that just taking a few quick grind fights, all you need to get, to pretty much blow up a seed.
Yeah, that's the beauty of RPGs and this rando.
Yeah, levels fix everything, especially when you got a party of mages.
Yep. So Pancraz is going to go ahead and raise the Falcon. He's now in the underground.
I wonder where he's going to go first. I was thinking there were a few good choices. Pretty much everything not tower and Sylph Cave. Because ideally you would find either the pan or the tower key first before diving them.
Yeah. We also from the item shop there is Leviathan summons and kamikazes from what I've seen.
You got Bahamut. What do you need Leviathan for?
Of course, yeah. At this point, you have Bahamut. If you find Iridia, you slap that onto her.
Okay. Thankfully, Rex Banner is hitting up ordeals, so he too will find the darkness. I was hoping this wouldn't be faded until last check, because that's always a feels bad moment.
Yeah, I just wanted to check the Twitch back feed just to make sure it wasn't crazy. This is going to be one of the Mylon fights.
Yes, Purple Robe is always one of the Mylons here.
Yep, I've studied my sprites. It is Mylon Z.
Now the sprite that can fake you out here is the Red Robe.
Yeah, that would be the Dark Amps.
Well, it would have to be Dark Amps because we've seen elements already, but Red Robe here could be a sneaky elements. There's something palette limitations.
Yeah, they just trying to be smart with the Super Nintendo and cartridge space.
Cartridge space, RAM space. I mean, Super Nintendo by today's standards was not exactly a strong machine. You had to optimize wherever you could.
But it was. But when you see it didn't work, oh boy, it can do work. There was another edge. And yeah, there goes Yang. So
I agree with this play.
Yeah, you love to see Edge here. It I already mentioned Edge being pretty good. And yeah, Octoman had no chance against that lit 3.
Yeah, Palom had words for that Octomam.
Yeah, even though he was never involved in before going over to before being introduced.
I think those words were "I hunger for calamari."
The only thing I hunger for is Katamari. Okay.
Yeah, we'll find a way to roll up this dwarf castle for you.
I'll see myself out now. Gold apple.
Edge was a real treasure there, I think.
Yeah, the edge is probably way worth it than the golden apple. This is not a statement regarding Minecraft. No, it's totally not one. All right, Tamra items. Baka swine. Ooh.
In the upper right, we see Rex is giving back attack Rubicon to business. The kid's got virus, so that should be over quickly enough.
Oh, I also caught Dwarf Axe on Tamra.
Which would be exciting if the back row glitch were enabled.
Right, yeah.
It can also be used as an anchor. Kane's not a terribly good anchor to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, I think he bought it just so that in case he finds an anchor that he could use that for.
or to potentially go back and get the Sid later.
That too. So,
Look at
Pancras was
taking the Mad Ogre's chest. I don't believe I saw. Well, Pancras the only one who dove so far, and he just went straight down. So we don't know what's in here.
No, like, yeah, he just was just blitzing through just every single chest so that he can get into the underground. As Pancras is already in the Fey March.
Rybon decided to take a short grind on the hair dryers, and that is a spoon.
Do you take Eddie again?
In Pancras' shoes, probably not. You've already taken a healthy grind. I think that spoon's fated to be a big dart.
And from what it looks like, with Pancras opting to sell the Bahamut and self-summons, he's pretty much locked in his party. Because yeah, and you mentioned this earlier, because you mentioned this as before I mentioned it. He's pretty much locked in his party. He has a grind out of his way. And here did a King Ryu fight just so you can get into the underground to begin with. But at this point, you're pretty much that spoon is going to be a dart.
Looks like Rybon is doing the same thing Pancras did, taking on some gold dragons for a healthy chunk of XP. Interesting party divergence. Rybon has not kept the Palom.
Interesting. Maybe holding out for Iridia? Or, well, but considering it, actually, maybe with his King Ryu grind, probably not.
Oh, it might just be deciding these three are the party. Or these four are the party. I can count to four.
Yes. You do realize that we have max party 4 in this, right?
I've decided Tello's not a character.
I mean, if like most of the time he's spent on the floor anyway, so there you go. We do see Baron guards here on the Azura spot. Yeah, but that's great.
With the coffins for sale, that 2 coffins and you're out.
That is free as all get out, and even doing some life glitch to maximize the maximize the experience that he gets here.
Okay, Blue Cat Loach just unleashing Sid on his Ogopogo, and that's more punching than I think he was expecting.
You said earlier about not going to Self Cave for a pan. Well, Pan's right here.
I said I wouldn't go to it without the pan. I would rather get the pan first if possible, so do the other stuff you have available.
Yeah, that's what I meant. But hey, at least the pan's right here. And also Demas too is also okay.
You like long checks? Strap in.
Yep.
There's gonna be. And looks like Twitch has had a little hiccup. We see Pancras in on the Demas fight right now.
Yeah, it's a good thing we got Tella here, with his spells so that we can use Blink.
Blink, showing the spell to be one of the most powerful spells in the game, simply negating 2 hits of upwards of 2,000 damage from this spot.
Yeah, this is now that you've survived the 3 hits from Demas, now is a good time than ever just to get your blinks up.
Blue Cat Loach seems to be in a much stronger position this time against against the the nope rope. And Rybon is actually going for a moon dive rather than taking the hook route. After taking that grind, he's decided, I'm taking on a behemoth.
Oh boy. All right.
Ever just open one random chest and find a trap?
Yeah, that happened. That has happened to me before. Where I'm like, why, Ren? Don't do this to yourself. Why are you doing this? You're just do the altars. Crying out loud.
Okay, I was wondering what Rexmare was up to. He was retrieving his ribbon.
So here comes Blue Cat Loke. Blue Cat Loke going to the elements so that he can get underground.
Then we'll see what strategy he goes for with this, having not as much power overwhelming.
He still has some. He still has some. I don't know if every single one of them, but he does have some tier 3s.
We can see Palace Spellless, it's just up to Virus. Not even Quake yet. But Tella's still firing off some nice tier 3 spells.
Yeah, I mean that's a good trade-off. And Demas gives out the Zeus Gauntlet.
More importantly, it's an objective. So that is objectives 6 and 7 completed for Pancraz, clearing out the entire Fey March.
And that has now become a trackable objective.
We do not have a 4-player version, but our upcoming tournament has a 7 objective tracker, so we'd be able to see them broken out into 7 separate lines.
Yeah, and that will be great to see. You'll also be ready to see a lot of interesting joke objectives before the start of the race with just those 7.
Rexpander finding a curse string for sale. That will make anchoring easy.
Yeah, you slap that on the Tella and you're good to go.
I wouldn't say anything bad about that Scallop. It's we're looking forward to seeing the new 7 or the new one in action during the tournament.
Oh yeah, I'm excited as well. The best thing about sort of a tournament is the layout, like what the layout looks like. Because man, when that tournament starts up and you see a really cool layout, like yes, this is good.
Pancraz does have an adamant armor available from the pink tail that was picked up from the Queen spot, or from
the Yang spot. From
the Yang spot, sorry.
Yeah, smoking Yang.
Yeah, from playing Whack-A-Monk. So looks like he's gonna try to clear as much of the underground as possible first. And now, after Rybon managed to spike a trap chest immediately, is going to hit the lunar altars.
And it's experience. I didn't even catch if he actually completed it, but hi, Bahamut.
Yeah, Bahamut is counting down to doom.
And according to Rybon, he doesn't care. Just go for power.
Rybon found an Avenger.
Oh, that'll do it.
That behemoth was holding an Avenger.
Oh yeah, yep, that'll do it. Just slap that Avenger onto Kane, and then just let him just do all the damage himself.
Yeah, let Kane avenge things. Wait. That's approximately 10 swings Kane will get in before the Mega Nu fires it, with Sid and Yang providing some additional support. Should be enough to get through this spot.
Yeah, and just in case he doesn't make it through, he did drop a wall onto Kane so that he could survive. And there he goes.
Rex Banner is joining in Pancraz and Rybon, taking some extra XP before doing anything else.
Rybon gets an Adamant rock. While not required, it is still a key item. So you love to see that in case for 10 items. Oh boy.
Pancraz finding one of the ruder alt gauntlets in the game.
I've been in that one. I've had to deal with that one before. It is not fun.
Not dangerous, just very annoying.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it is really, really annoying because you have vampire bats that that drains health.
Yeah, long animations. There's a lot of them. They're tankier than they should be.
Yes, but I mean, honestly, it's actually one of my. Even though that one is really annoying. Actually, it's fun. It's actually funny to actually go through it. Personally, it just something about doing that. It's just like, why? You just want to you make something stupid like, oh, you want to quake? Nope. Those vampire bats have flying. That has happened to me before. That has happened to me before in the past. I think it was one of my practice ones on stream.
Oh, as someone in chat pointed out, and I've done it already. Don't cast Blitz on the Vamp-Lady Werebat fights. It doesn't work. They wouldn't look like it. They absorb lightning.
Yep. That makes yep. Yeah.
Looking at XP, Rex Banner just got, that was a double light glitch that went off. Picking up 120,000 XP from one fight.
In the meantime, Rybon has made it down to the bottom, and we also see from Rex Banner that Kainazo is on Bahamut.
And Rex Banner wisely deciding he wants nothing to do with that. Using discretion.
I said something about having a free fight at the start of this, and this is what I mean by having a free fight on a late game spot, Water Hag, here on the D-Lunars.
Oh, this is that D-Lunars? That's very nice. That's a 300,000 XP.
Yeah, all you gotta do is just swing 3 times. That's all you gotta do.
Luke Loach through the elements is going to launch his Falcon.
Yeah, and he'll gain access to the underground.
Rybon through objective 2, clearing the ribbon room.
But only a glass helmet and an assassin knife for his troubles, but it is an objective.
And 100,000 XP. You can't discount the extra XP from that.
Right, yeah. I mean, I just said it was a free fight. Yeah, I mean, I'm not positive pointing out that the glass helmet is the glass helmet is great. Yeah, I'm not discounting that. Like, glass helmet is really good.
We should be glad those 2 rooms, or runners are probably glad those 2 rooms aren't switched.
Yeah. That's Mom Bomb over on the plague spot. In the meantime, King Ryu fights for Rex Banner, so which is common theme we're seeing with these flags, just by the amount of experience that and gold you gain from them.
And well, what really helped facilitate it here was Sirens and Hourglasses both available in Evelyn Cave.
That too, yeah. But you get a chance if you get an early if you find Sirens Like that's the common thing you see with that.
Well, and I guess Tella being available from this early 2 health. It's like the entirety of MLK was telling you, go do gold dragons.
Mm-hmm. Rybon only gets a Stardust Rod for his troubles for taking on Bomb Bomb.
I like this play from Rybon. You're already up here. Why not just clear the altars? Sometimes it does that to you.
Yeah. With this being with these flags that leading towards going to the moon a lot for moon checks and such, makes sense for Rybon to stay here on the moon.
You're already here. Maybe the magnet key's up here.
Yeah, if the magnet key is here, Rybon has a get out of jail free card. Otherwise, oh no.
That's a when did I last save card.
Yes. And you know what that means.
How well anchored am I? Do we go to Wyvern Standard Time?
WST.
I don't think Rybon has an RE1 setup. That Tella's got 15 agility.
Yeah, with a Wyvern on a spot like that, you have to acknowledge Wyvern Standard Time is a thing.
I'm not sure Rybon's capable of getting a Starveil off with the way agility is set up right now. I don't know if the agility's at this spot though.
I don't know those specifics myself.
Yeah,
no.
that's what I was worried about. Tell us too fast.
Yeah. Oof. Okay. Yeah. So, will Rybon? Okay, Rybon's bailing. All right, that's fine.
Yeah, that's like with the party right now. Rybon believes that fight's not winnable, and I'm inclined to agree with him.
Yeah, I don't see there's no way you go through a fight like this with the party setup that Rybon has. So in this case, Rybon's going to go ahead and just hit a bunch of boxes here, find some trap chests.
Pancras has the tower key, is going to now finish the underworld.
Yeah, it's also an objective as well. You do need to destroy the super cannon.
And Cosmorpheus in chat pointing out Rybon could be looking for an admin armor to try to get someone to RA1. Most likely the Kane. And then Yang will probably be RA2, so you'd be able to sneak a Starveil in.
I don't know how to calculate RA in my head.
I've been told before I'm not allowed to do math on stream, so.
That's exactly why. Because I wish I could calculate RA in my head, but I can't. It's like the formula for it's just like, oh no, I need to look at my status and probably waste some time in the process trying to calculate it for each character. At least Haildim is out of the way. So that's nice.
So what are we cheering for? That Wyvern that holds Sand Ruby?
Oh, if that holds the Sand Ruby, ooh, Rybon's gonna be in for a rude awakening. Considering he was just there, couldn't do it because of his agility.
That's a case where being able to manipulate your agility, set up someone's relative agility 1 is just it's just so important.
Yeah, having that knowledge is just one of the many intricacies regarding the battle system in this game.
Now, Blue Cat Loach and Rex Banner will have an easier time with that fight when they get to it, as will Pankraz. Blue Cat and Rex Banner both found the Curse Ring in Mysidia. And Pankraz is an Adamant, so he can just... And an Adamant and a Dwarfax, so he can do all sorts of fun agility manipulations. Blue Cat Loach is also about to have the Adamant armor.
Yeah, Pankraz does find play here on the Lugae spot, but with the Balkas wine that he has that he got. I'm trying to remember where it was from. Wasn't it from? Wasn't it?
It was one of the underworld shops.
Tamra? I think Tamra sounds right to me. But that shouldn't be a problem. Like this, like you just have the two Zerkers go through, just start punching face, and yeah, there he goes.
Rybon found something nasty at the Wyvern spot, and is getting his party set up because the Moon has decided to play Wonderwall.
Yeah, I was keeping on Pankraz. He does find the pass.
Evil Wall at the Wyvern spot. This is, well, one of the spots on the Moon is free. The rest is a bit more rude.
Yeah, and you mentioned this before. Look, it's a case where Rex Banner, Blue Cat Roach, and Pankraz can do I think every single fight without an issue. Just with Rybon's case, that's a completely different story.
It's something that happened in this case. Rybon did not shop Mysidia and is getting a little punished for it now.
Yeah.
Someone, or Charlotte Broiler pointing out, if Rybon has a ribbon, you just need to survive.
So as Pankraz has fallen onto the Enterprise, he gets an Earth crystal. So after he was done with them, since he was already done with the underground checks anyway, he's going to go ahead and head over to Zod, and more importantly, the Treasury.
Yep, I think Pankraz is going to play our favorite game. He's going to rate that Treasury.
Yeah, it's time to...
Rate that Treasury!
Hey, Charmrod there, Defense Sword, nice for the cane. Sork Robe, Ninja for more agility manip. Decent T-Pro Treasury.
White? Well, it's not... I did see White Spirit on the first one, too, so... That is... I would say 10 out of 10.
Rex Banner, finding the Wyvern, while being properly anchored, did get enough walls off to keep the party alive, going to activate Wyvern standard time. Rybon showing off that having a ribbon equipped means Evil Wall can't crush you. This fight is free.
Yeah. Doesn't Crush inflict KO onto you?
It does, but the ribbon makes you immune to it.
That'll do it. Yeah, I assumed much.
Yeah, the ribbon and admin armor both make you immune to instant death, and that is required.
Twin Harp.
I believe that makes us exactly a sand ruby away from being at least in no mode.
Yes, it is only a Sand Ruby remaining amongst the Forerunners.
Rex Banner slowing things down, gets everyone, well, except Tella, veiled.
Yeah, and so this will be a potentially turning point. If the Sand Ruby shows up here, Raibon's in trouble. Or rather, not really in trouble, but more so like he will get punished big for not going to Mysidia for the shops. Oh, and well, before we I may mention it, there was some Dark Imps over the Mega Sisters. Not like it really matters.
There were, then Palom quacked at them and they went away.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. There is a Porum waiting over on Kane's character spot, and a very late Rydia, which at that point you don't really need, especially for Pancras.
So with the Wyvern and nuke phase on Rex Banner's side, these nukes do not use the location spell power. Fortunately, or these would hurt. I believe they are 3 rolls at max.
I wouldn't know for certain, honestly. So actually, one thing as like chat was actually mentioned is Raibon's doing the Kainazo over on the Bahamut check.
Good check. You break through most of the moon. You're gonna try to clear out the whole thing before you go back.
Yeah, makes sense.
Rex
Right.
with a Wyvern. Very nicely done.
All right, and let's see what is on this. Oh,
Underground access, so Rex can skip the hook route.
Oh, and you. Now, honestly, considering Raibon has stayed on the moon for this long, I'm trying to think here. Now, if Raibon had gone to Mysidia, he would be skipping the hook route. Because they'll kind of, but that seemed to be like the main idea for Raibon was just to not deal with the hook route,
Or with possibly to get a bunch of XP. Although, if you can't skip it, you still get a bunch of XP and you can simply make it go away.
Yeah, that's also the other possibility. Going for bosses rather than King Ryu's. Oh, and
Rex Banner bailing early on the moon. Unfortunately for Rex Banner, we know he's going to have to go back.
yes, because that is a Tower Key, right?
No, it was Twin Harp from
Twin Harp, yeah, that's what I
Twin
meant.
Harp from Evil Wall at the Crystal Sword altar.
Yeah, and it's interesting to note too that Pancras, ever since he had done the King Ryu spot, has not went back to the moon. He did find a Baron Key from Zot.
They've been finding chains.
Yeah, if you find a chain, you get to follow it if you're able to clear it.
Blue Cat showing us, yes, those Vamp Ladies are very tanky. They
Unnecessary.
shrug off a quote. They shrug off a quake for no reason.
Yes, that's why it's unnecessarily beefy. Pancras finding Dr. Luque and Balnob. but that's just a free fight again.
Rex Banner taking the shortcut underground, deciding I don't feel like dealing with those elements.
Raibon has obtained the Legend Sword off of Kai Nazo.
Oh, with all the money Raibon has, we might see him forge.
Yeah, and
while the forge item itself may not be valuable, the forge shop still sells tier 6 items.
Yes. And there's a Rosa, there's a Rosa again for Pancras, but his body's already locked in. He doesn't need to worry. There's a Golbez, and I don't even know what that was. That was blocking the walls.
Just a cape.
But Pancras only finding the ribbon after liberating Baron, but since summon checks are on, has to oblige and go to Odin.
Correct me if I'm wrong, I believe we're down to just Odin spot and Twin Harp for where the Sand Ruby could be.
Yes.
Oh, Rat Tail as well.
And Rat Tail, yeah, right, Rat Tail.
One of them could be chained into Rat Tail.
Yeah, one of them has what I consider what I call a proxy for whatever the Sand Ruby.
And it looks like before heading underground, Raibon is going to give us a music check. So, members of our community, Lamb and Xenocap for the most part, have given Edward many different songs to play when he breaks Dark Elf spell. We're up to closing on 300 songs in the pool. Are we over 300 songs now? I think we're at closing on 400 songs. Yeah, we have a lot of songs. Lots and lots of songs. So once the Dark Elf...
Tons of...
Once we get to the Dark Elf making us perish, Eddie will be playing a song for us, so I think we need to be quiet and let him do his thing.
Enjoy the music.
We get some FF9 and the Rat Tail from that.
But moreover, it is an objective.
As we managed to press all 100 nobles, that one lone holdout has decided to not hold out this time.
And Pancras has opted to go down the moon while we were listening to FF9.
Makes sense. Pancraz is exhausted every Earth check, so he knows value has to be here somewhere.
And sooner or later he will be right.
It's just gonna take a few tries.
So, Pancraz onto the Water Hags, the Water Hag fight, and Raybon on Toboggan. So, Rat Tail from Magnus, which I mentioned already, it might be a proxy for the Sand Ruby. Or I think did we confirm that it was just the proxy, because it was just
I think it has to be. I think we've seen every other check.
Yeah, because Odin didn't look like Odin didn't yield anything according to the tracker, so you have to, the Rat Tail has to be it.
Which means we will soon be in what we call no mode. We know where everything is. Our runners don't.
Yeah, and of the runners, I think, I think it's either Pancraz or Blue Cat Loach. That's probably the closer. Yep, there it is.
And there's our Sand Ruby. So Raybon just needs to clear the hook route, then do everything underground.
Yeah, with the way that the Wyvern fight had been dealing with them, there's no other reason. There's no excuse not to head over to the hook rat.
Unless you want a ninja first.
Yeah, unless you want to go for the ninja first. That's true.
And just kind of an objective.
There's the objective for Raybon. Pancraz will be fighting, will be discovering a Wyvern, and is going to use some run strats to get him up to.
Pancraz is great at run buffering. I believe is at battle speed 1 and still gets 2 veils off.
Yeah, that's something I want to practice doing run buffering, just because and then in this were cases where, since Pancraz is very, very good at this game, he doesn't really need to worry. He doesn't need to do given the right amount of levels, I think you don't even need to worry about a Wyvern standard time. Just do those run buffers.
Character levels aren't going to do anything to stop Wyvern from blarging you and out of existence here. This spot has all the magic.
That's what. That's fine.
Player skill, on the other hand, will get you through.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're seeing with Pancraz.
Rex Banner, having taken the shortcut underground, is clearing out the king and queen. Pancraz is discovering he knows underground access.
Yeah, but doesn't really need to worry about that. He just did a King Ryu grind. He was fine.
But now he's got the shortcut.
Yeah, but still, he opted to reset out of that. That's fine. I mean, he already knew about this, and he does have that shortcut. Yes.
Looks like clearing out Dwarf Castle, getting a ninja.
And Rex Manor is dealing with Demist.
And as we said before, once you get Blinks going, that Demist, not terribly threatening.
Yeah, just the one error that I've made before is that it's just not using what is essentially a get out of jail free card in the form of Blank.
Out of curiosity, have any of our runners found a Moonveil?
I don't know. I don't think we've even seen a Moonveil.
This would be a fantastic spot to throw one.
Oh yeah, because it casts barrier as well on top of the wall.
Yeah. Super high attack spot. Why not have permanent blink?
Yeah, actually, as Charlie Butler's pointing out, you could get a Boonville if you forged using Smith balls. Pancras is through Evil Wall.
Will get the Twin Harp and has decision time.
So,
And it looks like Pancras just choosing to chase immediately. I don't know if Pancras has checked the other two spots up here yet.
yeah, this looks like this looks to be a chase. So, at this point in time, he upon completion of this of Cave Magnus, he will be in go mode.
Yes,
Well,
yes, he will.
Yes, yeah, Rat Tail leading into Sand Ruby.
While our runners are sort of retracing each other's steps to the seed, I think I'd like to give a shout out to our behind the scenes team, Scala Kitty, for rolling this fantastic seed. Dubward our tracker, and my co-commentator, Professor Renderer. Make sure to give them all follows.
Yeah, on top of that too, you should definitely follow the runners. They're putting on an incredible show and showing off a lot of different things you can do with this game. It's one of the neat things about this game too. It's just the different strategies one employs.
Yeah, we've seen
to tackle it.
Yeah, we've seen 4 very different strategies for this seed, and they're all working.
Rex Banner gaining the Zeus Gauntlet, which in turn gives him an objective.
Also, I think we have 4 completely different party comps too.
Yeah.
Rybon went 3 Zerkers and a Tella. Rex took the Rosa.
And it'll be a matter of time before we have to play some music again. All right, here we go again.
Yep. I think Eddie Hertzen demands for an encore.
Presto's 100 Nobles. Is that rat tail?
Yep, the nobles were oppressed again.
The ironic thing was I actually wanted to look that up just to see what it actually sounds like, the actual version of it, and I stumbled upon a FF14 version.
Rybon being our third runner to find out the terrible news in the sealed cave.
And so here comes the rat tail turn in, and with that turn in being in play, Pancras is now in go mode. Pancras is perfectly fine with his equipment as it stands. Does not need to worry about that. Does not want to turn that pink tail. Totally understandable. He already has an adamant armor equipped.
I think Pancras already turned into pink tail.
Oh, did he turn into pink tail? I must have not noticed.
Yeah, he did. So wasn't any reason to turn it in the second time.
Okay, that makes sense. And looking like Pancras wanting just to get a few more levels before Z. He's gonna use the remaining sirens that he has, I believe.
Yeah, might be looking to get Nuke on Palom.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. And yeah, there's Nuke.
It was level 51, so probably taking one siren to get Nuke.
Yeah, that does it. Yeah, Pancras is pretty much ready to go.
Not quite. Still need to turn to Sand Ruby.
Still.
Yeah, we've all been there where you're like, I can go. Where's my crystal?
Yep, that's fine. I mean, that's what I was meaning. This is the lead up to this. This is the real objective.
I'm certain all of everyone's been there. I've been there. I have everything going as Z-Fight and realize you didn't turn something in.
Yep.
So you spent like 15 seconds looking through your inventory for the crystal.
Yeah, and I luckily have not been in that state yet. So with an exit out and all objectives completed and a crystal in his hands, he's going to head over to Troya, turn in that pass, and we're going to go and fight a Z. And this is right around the time when we like to say that because we like to shuffle the bosses around and we just don't, and it would make sense to just shuffle in Z as well. Instead, we like to do a thing where we like to shuffle to see what sprites he has. There's out of a total of like roughly around 500.
It's roughly around there.
Yeah. So, and the more important question is, okay, whose butt are we going to kick? And is it cute? Does it have a butt? What is butt? How is butt? Why is butt? And what is he cosplaying as?
I believe you forgot to ask how many butts are there.
That too.
There's a sort of cursed sprite that has more than one.
Oh god. And as Pancras has pulled up to Zeramus with a crystal in his hand, Tella's gonna throw it because Anchor.
Forging just yielded an Avenger, which will be good for people who didn't do that Behemoth chest.
Yeah, that's not a big deal. Is this the curse?
Not sure. That's not the cursed one I was talking about.
It feels like something out of Contra. I feel like
I was thinking Breath of Fire. It has that feel to it.
Yep. Our streamer is saying it is Tyro from Breath of Fire. I've never played those games.
Kane needing to counter nuke from the nerf is a great target. It has more than enough HP to tank it.
Breath of Fire is from an RPG. Is another RPG. Yes.
Yes, it's a series on the SNES and PlayStation. Just kind of stopped there. We don't talk about Dragon Quarter.
So, as typical with these agility anchors, we'll go down to the Big Bang, nerfed.
Oh yeah, there wasn't a game on PS2. I don't know what you're talking about.
I wouldn't know. See, I'm a young kid. I mean, although if you weren't a student of RPGs, you would be convinced it might be something from Contra or something. Like, to be honest, because it's got like that Contra vibe with the weird xenomorph looking heads.
I can see that. Rex Banner now also finding out the terrible news that Scala left. Yeah, I could definitely see the xenomorph vibe going on here.
Yeah, it definitely screams alien to me. And as we all know, Contra, for all intents and purposes, may or may not have been inspired by Alien. If the Red Falcon is to be believed.
I hope this Big Bang got nerfed. No, but Edge hanging on at double-digit HP, very nice.
Ooh, yeah. Although I don't.
That's all he needed.
That was more than enough. No rocks or anything, and he will be finishing first with a time of 1:30.55.
Yeah, our on-screen timers are a little bit off due to some technical issues. Twitch decided to be Twitch.
Yeah, just basically take the actual time that you see as like proof, and not ignore the other times. Or something, I don't know.
We'll see if we can get Pancraz in here.
Yeah, excellent performance as always. This is Pancraz we're talking about. A vet of a player.
And while we're in Pancraz, we see Blue Cat is taking on the Demon Set King. Rybon is also in the Feymarch, taking on the Queen spot. And Rex is still struggling with the Gauntlet.
Ugh. And that sounds, to me, sounds like Pancraz is here in the booth. GG.
I am. Yes, GG's Pancraz.
Thank you very much.
All right, run us through what were your thoughts on this thing?
Where to start? I don't know where to start on my thoughts.
All right, we'll start with this. What made you decide to just dive the moon immediately? Was it just looking for a grind, looking for bosses?
Like at the very start when at the very start when I went up there.
Yeah, the first time.
Yeah, I wanted to check the Deus character. I wanted to see who that was. I had the Bahamut summon from the Staleman chest, so I was really hoping for a video. But Kane was just about the next best. Went up there looking for a character to start grinding, because I knew I had the King Ryu package waiting for me in Edwin Cave. So I was just checking up there for a character that didn't have a package cutscene attached to it that I could start getting some levels on. I went up there to do that King Ryu grind. That was my plan. Basically, once I saw them, or once I got the Darkness Crystal, so it was just a matter of trying to get a party that I wanted to get that experience on.
Yeah, I mentioned before. I mentioned like earlier when you're starting up the King Ryu fight. I was like, I've seen it before. If you when you have the chance to do a King Ryu fight based on the flags and the party, you go for it.
Yeah, I like it a lot more on these flags too with the T-Pro SL Porter package. So that way you get a pretty hefty chunk of money from those King Ryus that you can then spend willy-nilly on, 18 Lotus Lines or whatever you want.
Yeah, it really depends on the positioning of the siren itself, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
And obviously finding the Tella just sitting there in Cave Emblem as well facilitated the whole thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just pop up and make my dreams come true. Thanks, Tella.
We love you, Tella. Even if you just like to stay on the floor.
I'm at the end of it. You got a little XP. I broke the 666
Yeah, I caught noted that like early on.
Hey, he was just doing an Iron Maiden tribute there.
Yeah, like I hit a point where it's like, Edge and Kane are probably fast enough, but its HP is just too good, so I'm gonna keep killing it.
And thought about it. I didn't even think about it. Just there up until basically near the end.
Yeah, Tella provided some great utility, and that's the Blinks and Demus getting resurrected on repeat to cast Exit. Casting weak on the King Ryus. He was definitely a very valuable member of the team, and I'm glad that I kept him around.
So I know you've been doing a lot of practice between this and group stage. What do you find to be the biggest difference between the two?
Part of it lies in loot availability. Part of it lies in the shopping. I think those are my two biggest differences personally. Like, you have the obvious ones with Cecil and Food being gone, and we all love our good friend Holy Blender on the group stage flags. But with the bracket flags, there's a lot less of that super power shirt, Zeus Glove, Avenger randomness going around and killing everything. Like this seed, I ended with Ninja Middle on my edge instead of Masa or Muramasa or something silly. You might have 1 or 2 adamant armors per seed instead of 4. You aren't going to have the 8,000 damage a swing Crystal Sword Cecil, obviously. And you aren't going to have the money to afford all the nice, happy things, like 18 Bacchus wines, usually, that you might have been relying on for group wines. I know that I've been a big fan of, 3 Zerkers and a big old stack of wine for my team composition in several of the group flags so far, and you can't get away with that nearly as much in brackets.
That makes perfect sense.
And then, of course, it's Night Seed. I did get away with it. But it's an outlier and it shouldn't be counted.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you do some work in the tournament. Just stay out of my group, please.
Out of my hands completely. I don't decide this.
I'm only here just to get out of my comfort zone. I don't care if I go 0-6. I just want to get out of my comfort zone.
And that's a great goal to have. That's part of the great thing about the tournament. Everybody's going to have their own goal that they're trying to accomplish. If you accomplish it, fantastic. Good job.
Yeah, I mean, with the amount of practice I've been doing, I definitely feel like I've break out of my comfort zone with like stuff like SMS and stuff like that. And well, yeah, I'm not saying that SMS isn't good. I mean, that's far from it. SMS is a good starting point. Until eventually it gets to the point where maybe you may want to just start getting into the more like tournament flags, like the ones to come
a little more in depth than Edge throws a lot of X counts.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, and the group's flags are probably a really good stepping stone for that. You often have a similar power level with the availability of gear and adamant armors and so on, but you don't quite have the same amount of just absurd power levels. Like, I'm darting 77 X-Cows over the course of the seed. I have 77 adamant armors because I scrolled down from 99 for fun. So on. And of course, the big caveat of you have 4 party members, you have 7 objectives, key items are everywhere. It's a really fun flag set, and I have been hitting the paint hard in it, like you said, Engie did, but it's taken some adjusting and examining to figure out exactly how I want to play them. And I still need to do that with brackets. This was my 3rd seed on bracket flags. So still some more examination to do, but looking forward to doing it.
You could have fooled me. This was your 3rd attempt with how well you ran this.
It fell into my lap a little bit, Like, the early grind enabled a lot of things, and it was the perfect thing for that hook route of Ogopogo into elements. It made it very quick, made it very efficient, and it kept that level of efficiency in all the clears so on, or going forward. Like, I full cleared the entire Earth, plus the Earth Crystal and Baron dug checks in an hour 5 minutes with T-Pro Sparse, T-Pro Max 6, and a whole bunch of other limiting factors. Like, I am very happy with how I played this seed, and I am glad that it turned out so well.
I got nothing else to say, really.
Yeah, just GG's again, Pankraz, and extremely well run.
Hey, thank you. And thank you all on the broadcast for tonight. I am looking forward to watching it back and hearing everything that you and chat have to say. Thank you, Engie Dave and Professor Renderer on the commentary. Thank you, Scala, for putting on the show and rolling the seed. And thank you, Dubword, behind the scenes, keeping us all honest with those key items. Well, I will be off. You all have a fantastic rest of the evening. GG's again to everybody out there, and thank you again.
GG. And while we had that interview, we did also have a 2nd place finisher, Pyre, with a time of 1:35.19.
GG's to Pyre. Ryvon appears to be a tower key away, which, if I'm not mistaken, he's about to receive.
Yeah. That will be his go mode item.
Rex Banner is finishing up the tower as we speak. Rex Banner is going up a different tower. I am having a hard time telling dungeons apart tonight.
I mean, to be fair, Zot and Babel look pretty much identical in terms of tile sets.
They use the exact same tile set.
That's what I mean. They use the exact same tile sets. I mean, I get it. This was the early days of the Super Nintendo. Like, it was like pretty much launched at that point.
Close to it, and even later SNES games, you just have limited room to work with. You're going to be reusing tile sets a lot just to make things fit on a 6-8K cartridge.
Something like that.
8, not 6K. They would never be 6K. 4 or 8K cartridge.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
I knew what I meant to say. My mouth just didn't agree with my brain.
Anyway, Rex Banner's onto the the Dark Imps. At the same time, Blue Cat Loach is doing Zot as well. I mean, even the background, the battle background looks the same. And just knocks down. Nothing to worry about. He will get his crystal, Rabon.
We'll be seeing Rybon getting ready to take on Zeromus. So we know Blue Cat and Rex Banner both still need to take on the Evil Wall.
Yeah, off of the Wyvern altar.
Actually, yeah, that's going to be it for both of them. I don't believe we've seen Blue Cat hit the moon yet.
I'd like to believe he didn't as well. I could be wrong. But anyway, Rybons is gonna make his way down. We'll be on to Z soon. And
okay, Rex Banner's party order is just fantastic.
Yes, I just did. Wait, what? I didn't
As
notice.
said, many sprites. The name's on Rex Banner's side.
Oh wait.
If you take Zeromus as being Zed.
Oh,
Zed does have many sprites.
I'm saying, wait. I thought you said Rybon, not Rex. I'm like, wait, they look the same.
I thought I said Rex. Like I said, my mouth and brain have not been cooperating.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice that until like you just pointed it out to me. I mean, I was busy looking at like Blue Cats with just Cecil and Fusoya, with the proper capitalization for Fusoya as well.
Chat pointed out this time my mouth and brain did cooperate. I was simply amused by the party order.
I'm just like, wait, what now? I didn't like catch it until about a minute later or so. Anyway, Rex is doing the Baron Key, which
we know just leads to Second Rosa.
Yeah, that's nothing else. Man, it would be just weird if the US started using Zed as the pronunciation for Z. I mean, Canada does it already. Okay. Rex is gonna go ahead and fight Ant Lion, and Blue Cat Loach is on the same idea as well. Gonna follow Rex in his footsteps.
They are they're finding out that the antlion they got kicked off the moon. Someone had enough of it. Squatting up there.
I mean, the alien likes to be on the moon. Don't kick him out. He doesn't want to go back to his sand pit. Oh! If only if what Antonio was saying. If I swear that if it's already a Z sprite, for Zeroma, it's just the letter Z and just called Zedmus, I'd be crying right now.
Well, we'll never know. Skull's keeping that list tight.
Of course, yes. But it would be funny.
Rybon never found the pass. I don't recall where it came from. Our other runners all have it.
Oh, I'm trying to remember as well. Top tower.
That word pointing out it was top tower. Thank you.
See?
So Rybon's gonna have to make the walk.
Yeah. Now, does he just go all the way, do a swag walk, or just save? I would say, if I was doing this, I would save. Full stop. I'm not taking any chances.
I've already seen a few people finish in front of me. I'll take the safety.
Yeah, that's exactly my thoughts too.
If I haven't seen anyone finish yet, I would probably swag it just to try to shave a few seconds off. Playing for the win like that has bitten me before in a 4-player race. That said, I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
Now, I would make the analog, the link to the passes randomizers analog about hovering, but I don't think that would apply. But yeah, Rybon jumping to safe just before heading into the Zenith zone, and just gonna walk his way afterwards.
And we'll point out, if this is during a tournament you haven't seen it done, yeah, the temptation is there to swag just to try to shave seconds off. If you're confident you can take Z the first try.
Yeah, in this case, if you're swag walking, you're pretty much you're just saying that you can take this on first try.
Yeah, you're willing to gamble the few seconds. You're willing to save the few seconds versus gambling a sizable loss if you can't take it.
Yeah, it's probably like, I think what I see is like the ultimate gamble, the great equalizer. Probably not the great equalizer, but still.
Yeah, we've seen enough races in tournaments, decided by less than 5 seconds. You never know when something like that could be the difference.
Mm-hmm. Rybon pulls Zeromas. And drop the crystal. Yang's gonna be the one who's gonna throw it this time.
Right, Rybon doesn't have an RA1 setup, so we're just going in agility order. I was careful with my wording there. I don't want to get thrown in a trash can.
and here is Taro.
Oh, the T word is Taro. Okay.
What do you mean?
Rex Banner now realizes his go mode is on the moon somewhere.
Yep, and we know exactly where it is.
Although Rex Banner's already seen the bottom 3 altars, so not many left to check. Blue Cat will soon also have the information that you're heading to the moon. Blue Cat has already done the ritual, apparently. I must be mistaken. So both of them will be heading to the moon to check, hopefully, the evil wall.
Yeah, at this point, you already have the information that yes, it's the moon. Although Rex is going to take his stuff over at Value Cave to fight Kainazo.
You got 3 spots to choose from. You, in the past, you may as well just do them in order.
Yep.
Which, unfortunately for Rex, means we know he's going to last location is.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to get your item out of the way, even if it means last location.
Rybon's got a zerked up Kane and Yang, and Tella ran out of gas. Hopefully can sneak a Cure 4 in before Kane gets obliterated here.
Nope.
Kane's down on this. Tella may or may not be down. Oh, Tella survives it.
Ooh.
But unfortunately, that was a single target Cure 4 targeting Kane.
Yeah, so it's all up to Yang.
This can be recovered. Tella throws an AoE Cure 4, Yang ethers Tella. Or we were in nuke phase, and that's going to be all she wrote.
Yeah. At least that's why. I mean, that's why he took the safety to begin with. So, as Blue Cat Loach is going to go through some egg grinds, and Rex Banner has reached the point where Kainazo is hiding inside the shell, Rybon's going to reattempt Z.
And Zeromus, as shown here, even for strong, very experienced runners like Rybon, can still throw a monkey wrench at your plans, especially if you aren't well anchored. Like that is what, a level 30-ish edge in the center?
Yeah, I believe that was the case. Although Rybon has there has not been any finishers outside of Pancraz and Pyre. Okay, so
just dust yourself off, get back in for round 2.
yeah, it's fine. You're okay. There's still a podium spot, and if that podium spot's already claimed, hey, it's a top 5.
If it's already claimed, then you're taking revenge on Zeromus anyway.
You're right.
I don't believe Rybon did that shopping to find the curse ring. Actually, could not have if the party order looks like this. The
No.
order looks like this.
No, yeah, that's the more important thing. It's just that because it all just kind of runs back to Rybon just not going to Miss City and getting that curse ring. I mean, it still works fine even without the curse ring. It's gonna be a little different.
The other problem here is Tella gained a ton of levels. So, and Tella does start gaining agility at a decent pace. – You rarely see it in the vanilla game because Tella's not in your party all that long, but his ability growth is not terrible.
Yeah. Rex Manor is gonna fight the Murasame altar, and this is gonna be a last location for Rex Manor because he's opting to go in order.
And I don't blame him. That's a perfectly logical order to do this in.
Yeah. Besides, by the point, well, you still have to do Twin Harp anyway, so for that whole chain. So
You have the pass, so you never have to return.
yeah.
Carice, there were 9 runners in tonight's race.
Ether 2 is going to go out for Tella.
And that I think is what really hurt Rybon. Tella ran out of gas at an inopportune moment.
Yeah, just a bit of safety for when in case Tella doesn't starts to run out of gas, and just make sure to have that in hand.
So, and with 2 Zerkers going, Tella had to spend a turn ethering himself rather than keeping the party standing. Then we're going to see a nerf attempt here. I believe the timing is correct. And a fantastic target for a counter nuke, just hitting the big old pile of HP.
Yeah, that is Yang.
Oh, while the timing was good for the nerf, it didn't matter. That was a fake shake.
Oh, we'll just do it. Just do it again, or probably just gonna tank it anyway.
I think if you're running Kane and Yang Zerking, it's a little risky to tank a nerf Big Bang because Edge will not survive it, and Tella might not survive it.
That's true. Yeah.
Again, this should be the correct timing to nerf it. Unless it's a super high roll, you're fine. A nerf Big Bang can't do more than 1,200 damage.
Yeah. So that's why the Cure 4 is gonna come out here for Tella.
Now, a nuke plus nerf Big Bang on Kane. Actually, Kane's got the adamant armor. He should be fine. That's 20 damage off every single roll taken, even if he doesn't dodge a single one.
Rex Manor is now onto the evil wall, and that will be his essentially go mode item just ahead.
Yep. The only checks Rex Manor is left is this, then Twin Harp and the Rat Tail and the Sand Ruby. Zeroma's being somewhat cooperative on Rybon's side, throwing that nuke at Yang. Wait, let Kane get back into the pool, get back into the queue, so the Zerk reapplies. I believe that's what's going on here. Yeah, Kane's been standing. Oh, we got rocks. This fight is pretty much over.
Yeah, it's pretty much endgame. Rex Manor gets his Twin Harp.
Tell one more Cure 4, that'll be enough. Kane has enough HP to tank a medial, will swing 2 more times for the kill.
Yep, and there it goes.
Then GG's to Rybon, finishing in 3rd place.
Yep, and that is a time of 2 hours, 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Keep in mind that yes, the timer is a little delayed, so just keep that in mind.
As the times we put in are the official times, are due to Twitch being Twitch. There is a slight discrepancy. And we are joined by Rybon. GG's, Rybon.
Thanks. I'm not sure if I would call that a good game, but at least I finished, so I'm happy about that much.
Yeah. So, okay, run us through. What's run us through what happened?
Okay, so I know up against Pancrad and Pyre, 2 very good players, and many other preliminary unites, so forth. So I'm like, I have to do something, unorthodox, something that I normally don't do. So yeah, let's go dive Moon at level 20 with the telehealer and no decent equipment whatsoever, because they're going to do hook route and they execute better than I do. So I have to do something a little different. Maybe I could take a couple trap chests up there, maybe spike, an adamant armor, or find a pigtail, or find a magma key that would let me skip that hook route and maybe take up a little bit of time. But it unfortunately didn't end up that way. So yeah, a lot of unorthodox, or a lot of things I don't normally do, trying to pick up time, and unfortunately it seems like it lost time instead.
I guess I'd point out, you could have found the magma key up there.
I'm sure it was behind that wyvern, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, when I'm walking away from that wyvern, I'm checking my agility, and there's no way I can even get a star rail off because I let Tella get too many levels. So I'm just going to hope that wyvern wasn't useful. But yeah, that would have saved a little bit of time, but probably not enough to make it worthwhile, unfortunately.
Yeah, and one of the things was that was kind of brought up was the curse ring that was over in Mystidia.
Yeah, so one thing I'm doing very poorly on this flag set, both this and group stages, is checking the shops. And yeah, a curse ring would have made that moon a whole lot easier. Would have made that Zeromos a whole lot easier too. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm not checking shops enough, and I probably should. I'm only checking are Fabul and Troya and gated shops, and that's about it.
That's still a good play to dive them, or good play to dive them into, especially because you had the ability to take a grind. You did see you take a few gold dragons.
Yeah, a couple gold dragons, 90k XP each, wasn't too bad. It was fortunate that Evelyn came with everything you needed for that. You had, your sirens, your hourglass twos. Tella, with his ability to cast weak, made it not take too long to grind through them. But a little better equipment would have helped with that. Maybe a Dragoon Spear or something like that. Something to take advantage of Dragon weakness. I just didn't, unfortunately, find. The only real saving grace was that one trap chest up on the moon giving an Avenger, which probably made the rest of the moon much more bearable. I can't imagine doing that evil wall without some kind of... Oh, there's the magma key, of course. Yeah, can't do that evil wall at Crystal Sword Altar without an Avenger or some kind of way to berserk Kane after surviving the crush phase, barely.
Yeah, that trap chest, were you intending to take traps, or was that just... I wanted to just tag the chest and went by to look for something to open it?
I was intending to take at least one trap, and yeah, luckily that was one that I could handle. I think of the 9 trap chests up in the LST, 7 of them you can generally handle with hourglasses or a blink caster. That would be the pretty much anything but the double dragons. So luckily the 2 trap chests that I did find ended up being those that I was able to do. But yeah, T-Pro on, not T-Wildish. You don't have that 62-66% chance of finding a tier 8. You have much lower chance, unfortunately. And though Evelyn, which I also did for Trap Chest, did have 2 tier 8s, they were the wrong tier 8s. So
yeah, we all had a good chuckle at that.
Today. I mean, they did turn into a bunch of apples for Tella, at least.
Okay, that explains the HP he had.
Yeah, no gold apples for sale in Coco Shop, I'm afraid, but they did have silver apples, so, Tella got to eat tonight.
I just want to point out, if you're watching the stream now, Rex decided to Choco Swag over to the Adamant Grotto.
Well, he'll be rewarded with that sand ruby if I remember correctly. But yeah, fun little seed. Quite a bit more challenging, of course, than group flags. I've been practicing group flags a lot. This was like the third time I've done a bracket flag set seed, and yeah, it's quite different. Even though they look quite similar, it's quite a different experience.
Oh yeah, definitely a different experience.
But yeah, that's a possibly unlikely future me problem. I'll worry about the group stages for now.
Yeah, gotta get to the brackets first, which, the way I've seen you running these group flags, you don't have much to worry about.
Oh, no. You saw that Pancras. I am almost convinced that I'm somehow going to end up in this group.
So speaking of groups, is there anyone you're hoping shows up in your group?
You, Dave.
You're calling out the comms team, huh?
I'm calling you out right now. Back in ZD4, I tried to set up our little meeting in the round of 32. We've had this, I know you don't want to call it a rivalry, but we have this little rivalry going since Pink Puff League. Yeah,
You've been crushing me in it lately.
Not true. Remember, you won the Pink Puff League, not me.
I kind of wish I did some more Pink Puff Leaves on myself, but I'm not gonna. It's probably you and NGJ's business, not mine.
I don't know.
I believe Scala says. All right, Rybod. I mean, since you chose duel, I get to choose the weapons. I choose I don't know. I choose Excaliburs at dawn.
All right, the Zeus Gauntlet has been thrown.
What, no pot of great?
But yeah,
I would, but I don't know what that does.
Well, it just adds 2 adventure cards to your adventures to your deck.
Oh yeah, very disappointed to get that Avenger as well from the Smith alt, which
Have you found one already?
yeah, I'm like, great. If there is a second Kane in the seed, that might be useful, but I'm guessing there was a white mage in the seed too, I just didn't find. Let me guess, Dwarf Castle? Or did any of our finishers on stream find a white mage someplace else?
Rosa was at the package.
So I did get that package. I was wondering if it was worth checking.
Yeah, Rex Banner took it.
Did Pancras take that Rosa?
Nope.
No.
What did he do for healing?
Killed Zeromus quickly.
That sounds about right. That sounds like Pancras.
Yeah. Healed by reducing enemies' damage to 0.
You know, the best defense is a good offense.
Yep. Yep. I don't want to. I'm trying to reduce the Overwatch in me. Just like kind of cringing at that. Nothing against you, but just it's a afterthought.
You can go ahead. I've never played Overwatch, so I probably won't get the reference then.
Brigitte was stupid when I was playing. Now one of her things was the best defense is good offense, and I hated it. Because she was broken.
That's fair. Well, the gauntlet's been thrown. We'll see if the randomizer agrees with you.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing it. But reveal stream is what? This weekend, I believe, right?
Saturday it should be. Or Saturday or Sunday, somewhere around there.
I'll definitely make some time to watch it whenever it gets announced.
It is Friday night the sign-ups end. Again, for anyone watching this looking to sign up for the tournament, you have until Friday night to sign up.
Not all the seed will be as bad as this one, I promise. Sign up, don't be scared.
Yeah, join us. It'd be fun.
But yeah, I think I've taken enough of your time, guys. So thank you very much for the restream this evening, Dave and Professor both, Scholar for the restream, and Dubward, I believe, for tracking. So yeah, I'll try to. I'm glad I got this one out of the way, got it out of my system before the tournament actually started, and I'll try to do better. But thanks again.
And good night, Raimon. And we see Rex Banner taking on Tyromus. I make no apologies for the Excaliburs at dawn.
I mean, you amuse me.
Well, good, at least someone's amused. Rex Banner appears to be doing hybrid strats. We have a nuke and a white caster going. Decided healing is overrated.
Yeah, who needs healing? We've seen it already.
Yeah, Anchor's already showed us that. You kill Z fast enough, you don't have to worry about healing.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
And with this amount of damage going out, shouldn't see second Big Bang?
Yeah, that is a lot of damage.
Hopefully don't see second Big Bang because two of those characters are not surviving it. And Rex Banner is on rocks, and with the giant HP sponge that is Yang there, we'll be through.
He don't care. Even if he just like even if he heals Zeromus, it's still fine.
Oh, Rex going for the swag kill.
Nope.
Just a little short. Both the child and the damage.
And it's damaged, so there he goes. Rex Banner will be finishing 4th with a time of 2:15.18.
See if Rex Banner wants to join us. And now I've learned a question not to ask because I get answers that throw me off guard.
And before you mention this, yes, Blue Cat Loach does have the Twin Harp. Will be on his way to gain all the important stuff. And we're joined by Rex Banner. GG.
Thank you, folks. Good evening.
So Rex Banner, what were your thoughts going through this seed?
I am incredibly disappointed with myself for not doing Crystal Sword Altar before leaving, and just when I got the Magma Key running, I'm like, I should probably do the Crystal Sword Altar. I'm like, no, we got all these objectives are underground, so I gotta go do all these. Surely they'll lead me to the 2 items I'm missing. No, they didn't.
And you decided instead you wanted to show us the full seed. I think you're going to be the only one here with a full 20 out of 28 clear.
I missed the giant. I should have done it out of spite because, yeah, near the end I was getting a little frustrated when Crystal Sword Altar became the thing because, like I said, I normally don't skip Crystal Sword Altar before leaving, and this time I did.
Still, with how rude some of the spots were, a full clear at 2:15 is not a terrible time.
No, it definitely doesn't seem terrible. Just, it could have been quicker is what bugs me. Definitely not Pancrez or Pyro's time, but I feel like had I done the Crystal Sword Ultra, I probably could have been down at about 145.
I mean, at least what I want to ask too is what how are you feeling about these flags? What do you think is like the most different between the groups in the brackets in terms of flags?
Cell quarter. That's really about the only thing I think that will bother me with it. Like, the back rowing, gonna be annoying, but for the most part, I can work around it with the edge. And then Cecil well, not Cecil, I mean, Kane has enough armor you can put on him. He'll live in the front row, even so you don't have to be quite as worried about the back rowing of him. And Edge, like I did there, like a full moon on him still lets him hide in the back and do damage.
Very true. He's one of the. He can still do great damage hiding back there.
Yeah.
True ninja fashion.
Yeah, just don't care about back row. Just have ninja.
He strikes from the shadows.
Yes.
But overall, I like him. I've always liked a little bit tougher seeds, so that's why there's nothing. Like, it doesn't really bother me. Like, the T-Pros, you know, you don't get as much power, but as long as you get something. Like, at the start of this seed, when I ran away out of Eblin, once I had the Ruin Axe and I think it was Glass Helm for Sid, I wasn't too worried about a lot of stuff for the initial start.
Oh, Rex, you were the only one that I saw early that took the Rosa early. What were your thoughts on taking her?
I wanted a real white mage, so Tella is not good enough on his own to really do anything. So I like my Berserk casters. Like, I generally favor a melee party over a caster party, so ideally I want at least one white mage. So when I saw the Rosa, knowing that there's no Fu, no Cecil, I personally value her enough that I will sit through package for a Rosa, especially early on.
Okay, that makes perfect sense.
I guess after that, I just don't really have anything else to say. Straight up.
In that case, I'll ask. Same thing, ask Rybon. Is there anyone you're looking to see in your group for group stage?
Not really. I would have fun with a group stage that, you know, would not give me very good chances to make it into brackets, but I'd love to be in a group like with Martin, Possum, Rybon, even Pancakes. I enjoy those type of groups, so I'm perfectly fine with getting put into more of a harder bracket. Like, whether I make brackets or not is not a big deal to me. I do this for a lot of fun, and I just think a group like that would be a lot of fun right off the start.
You're looking for a challenge.
Yep.
Pancras in the chat saying he's just in everyone's group.
Of course, Pancras is in everyone's group.
Pancras will
Everyone
find a
wants
way to
play against
somehow
Pancras.
go. Pancras will find a way to somehow go 90-0 in group stage. I apologize. 93-0. There are 94 people signed up now.
It's a lot of people.
Alrighty. I'll let you guys get back to Blue Cat Loach. It looks like they're heading in for their Z fight, so good luck to them, and thanks for everyone hanging out. Hopefully we put on a good enough show for everyone tonight.
And thank you for allowing yourself to be restreamed. Without you, we don't have anything to we have anything to watch.
Oh, no problem. I always enjoy the restream. I like trying to have a little bit of fun with it too, like late treasury and that. So,
And thank you for being a man of people and giving us the job dwarf check.
yep. But alrighty, you folks have a good evening, and thanks once again to everyone for putting this on.
Yep, very much appreciate it. Okay, Z fights for Blue Cat's Roach. Loach.
Once more with feeling. Looks like we have a traditional anchor here with Sid, or Cecil, or
Whatever it is.
and we will likely see some sort of hybrid strat coming out here. Maybe pure reflect, depending on the levels. These levels, if Sid's anchored, everyone's already won, which they should be if Sid went first. We could see just a pure reflect strat come out from Blue Cat.
Okay, Tyramus for Blue Cat Loach. Gonna go ahead and running with some Buckus wine for our favorite ninja.
Or hybrids. I wasn't sure which way Blue Cat was going to go with this fight.
Yeah, this is definitely a hybrid. Reflecting nuke.
Yeah, this is going to be very straightforward. Edge swings away. Edge swings for the fences. The two mages bounce their ultimate spells off a wall. I don't think Blue Cat even bothered nerfing this.
Yeah, with the levels on Sid and Edge, this is not a big deal. Even if the mages go down, they still have a lot in the tank.
And the only mage that could fall to a nerf Big Bang here is Palom. This first Big Bang is a 9 roll. I think it is. So it caps at 2,700 damage, minus, magic defense doing its thing.
Alan does hold on. He's even going to go ahead and just use a Cure 4 to keep him alive.
There's a good chance Palom dodged one of those hits.
Nice. Go ahead.
With these levels, you don't care about nerfing. You just fire away.
Yeah, I was gonna say a nice quad 9 for Palom.
It sits there like, I'm helping! Toss the Cure 2 pot. This guy fight shows why Sid is a fantastic anchor if he's fighting cursoring form. His agility growth is fairly bad, so he's going to keep your party RA1, and he has all the HP, so he can still be a fantastic chemist. Or can swing away with his strength growth, despite taking a minus 15 from the first ring. That was an 8-roll Big Bang, so everyone's guaranteed to survive. For those who don't know, Big Bangs alternate between 9 and 8 rolls if they're not nerfed.
And there's Media.
And we are ready in rocks. That's what I was saying, the damage being put out is... Oh, it's 8-9? I thought the first one was 9 Pankraz. Did I misread the script? Which is a very real possibility. like I swear I saw the first bank break 2400 already.
And that'll do it. Blue cat. Here you go.
Yeah, Blue Cat is through at 6th place, so GG's to Blue Cat.
GG's to all the runners. They put on an absolutely incredible performance.
Like I said, we saw 4 diverging routes throughout this seed, and all of them getting through.
Yeah, these flags definitely open up that divergence. Well, as probably not as early, like or maybe as early. I don't know, but we have Blue Cat Roach here in the booth. GG.
Thank you.
All right. Run us through what you thought about this plane.
I think if somebody asked me like, what are all the worst case scenarios on this flag set, I'd probably just send them a copy of the seed.
I saw you took a few wipes early on. Was that just rust getting shaken off, or?
Yeah, I think it was kind of well, I haven't been on the big screen for a while, so I think it was nerves. When like as soon as I got through that Elements at Rubicant, it just kind of occurred to me. It's like, you know, that shouldn't have taken me 1 minute with reflex strats.
So you took a path unlike the other 3 runners in Restream. You just dove the hook route right away. Everyone else took a grind. Was there any thought of taking a quick grind before diving?
Not really. I had everything I needed in my party, and I don't usually grind for hook route unless like there's a real wall there, which Elements was kind of one, but at the same time, like I said, my brain was just kind of not there, and there was obviously strats I could have used that would have trivialized that fight.
Yeah. But other than that, I think you still did incredible work, even with the differing paths that we saw.
Yeah, it was a fun seed, despite, you know, like took like a long time, but it was still a really fun seed because there's a lot of opportunity to kind of like dig deep into the bag of strategies to kind of get around some tough bosses, and that's something that I find really fun.
Yeah, that's one of the nice things about these flags. Is it opens up like differing paths, like depending on what you choose. But that's all I really gotta say, honestly.
Apologies for that. My Discord decided to cut out. So, I assume you've been de-rusting for this tournament. How's that been, or how's the tournament been feeling for you so far? Actually.
So far, I'm feeling pretty good. I've gotten really good at the group flags, but this is actually only the third seed I've run on the bracket stage flag set, and so still kind of getting the hang of that.
Yeah, I'm mostly focused on the groups because I'm mostly just trying to like get out of my comfort zone. If you got anything else to add, NG, feel free to say anything. Yeah.
I think we've covered everything.
Yep. All right. So, anything else you want to say before we wrap this up?
Just big thanks to the Restream team for putting all this on.
And Thank you for allowing yourself to be restreamed. We wouldn't have a show without you.
Thank you.
So, yeah, that will do it. So after we're done with this, we are going to be rating telegrams. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Thanks to Dubward for the tracking, and of course Kelly put a lot of work into the Adamant Cup and put on this restream too. It's just part of that. And my co-com, Angie Dave. I mean, like, this was a great time.
It was great working with you. And remember, no spoiling this race, or you will get the bonk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll just send you over to Telegram now, and yeah, thanks for watching.